Yeah, James. Wade Taylor is out again. And we'll see if we can get any more Zurich Phelps magic or if we milk that for all it's worth. Another big test for A&M, but this time at home, but against a better team. We don't actually get to see the stream. We don't actually get to watch the game. The game is on ESPN, though, Steve. I can't show it. It gets me shut down if I show the game. So I just kind of talk through it, and we react together. But I can't show it. I keep the scoreboard on the screen, and we just talk through it, and we react to the game live. But if you want to watch it, it's on ESPN, streaming on ESPN. So, yeah, it's super available compared to some other games we've had this year. It's on ESPN proper. But real quick, look at Bama. Similar team to us in a lot of ways. They're led by a couple of seniors in Grant Nelson and Mark Sears. Nelson, the point guard, been there a while. Good shooter. It's a good shooting team. It's a better shooting team than we are, but they also rebound and play defense just like A&M does. It's a NATO's coach team. It's going to be a tough out, and that's without Wade Taylor. But again, in front of the 12th man, been looking at some images of Reed getting packed early, and it's looking packed. It's looking like we're going to be able to recreate the atmosphere that we got versus Texas. But another veteran, well-coached, gritty, tough-nosed team to kind of match that energy that A&M brings that makes us so special. They can do that stuff too. So it's gonna be a tough one tonight, guys. I wanted to call this game a litmus test because I feel like it's a really good team. But what are the legs on this team? What are the legs on the A&M team? Can they take it all the way to the Final Four? Like, what is the distance this team can go? And these are the kind of teams you're gonna have to beat. This is a top-seeded team, top 1 or 2 seed team right here in Alabama. They'll go up against a similar level of opposition in Kentucky in just a couple of days. You got to be able to get these. And getting the one on the road at Bama, at OU on Wednesday, that was a big deal. It was a really big game to get. So I would say similar feel as I felt for the OU game. For that OU game, I picked OU. I thought not having Wade Taylor and being on the road was enough to make me feel like A&M was probably going to drop that game. And if they won it, that's just house money. That's a found win. That's stealing a game. And A&M did just that. Thank you, Zurich Phelps. Thank you. Big plays by Solomon Washington, Henry Coleman, Garcia. Everybody made big plays, but Zurich Phelps was the hero of the game. Hit a bunch of three-pointers in the second half to match what they were doing. Number 2, Trae Young on OU went off, but Zurich Phelps matched the energy. A&M was down 18 in the game, came back in the second half. So I feel similarly about this game. Tougher team than OU, but you're at home. So that kind of balances it out. And again, no Wade Taylor. So I feel the same way. If I'm going to pick this team, this game, I'm going to pick A&M in a very close loss. But that's how I felt Wednesday. And A&M surprised me. I feel like that's probably not what was supposed to happen Wednesday, but it did. A&M stole a game. Can they steal another one at home? Because it's a game that maybe you can expect to lose, stomach losing, a top 6 team without your best player. But if you find it, holy shit, this team's on a path. So let's just watch this game, enjoy it for what it is. Obviously, again, no Wade Taylor. Does that mean the Zurich Phelps magic continues? I hope so. He stepped up and picked up in a big way, and we saw the team really lean on him. He played, I want to say, at least 17 minutes in that second half. Because when he was on the bench, there was a big difference. Now, when Manny's the ball handler, Manny Obaseki, he's going to be the secondary ball handler of this game, most likely, again, like he was last game. Well, we saw him unable to get to the paint at a regular clip. We need to see that. We need to see him be more decisive on those pick and rolls because he's going to be asked to run the offense and create action. And we're going to need more from Manny. Farrell Payne continues to score inside at a high rate. I'd like to see his touches go up a little bit, especially if Zurich's on the bench. That's another primary attack point on offense if you want it to be. You can post them up, especially if they're switches. We didn't always take advantage of that versus OU, but you did a couple times, and it usually works out. He's shooting like he's got to be over 70% right now. It's insane, but it's on minimal touches. So we'll see, man. We'll see. If you win this game, you're in the top 5. That's pretty much how it is. You beat ranked 17 on the road without your best player last game. Bama's one of the best teams in the country. A couple of top 5 teams have lost. So you win this one, you're probably in the top 5, looking at another top 10 matchup versus Kentucky this coming Tuesday, I believe. So, yeah, the hits keep coming. We'll take a quick look at the schedule. We did it last show. Just to show you, I mean, you guys know what's coming on this SEC schedule. It's brutal. And it's just because the conference is so damn good. So everybody who's an SEC schedule plays a tough schedule now. That's just how it is this year. We'll take a quick look at it. There it is. Yep, so you got 2 top 6 opponents back-to-back, Bama, then at Kentucky, LSU, Ole Miss, and then we're at Texas, play them again, this time in Austin, OU again. And even the teams that aren't ranked have played really well in the non-con. They're all challenges. Nothing's easy. Nothing's given in this conference. But if you can show that you can go beat Oklahoma on the road and then you beat Bama, which I'm not picking A&M to do it, well, you pretty much stamp yourself as one of the top 2-3 teams in the conference, which gives you a great chance. And again, you don't have to go undefeated through conference play. You don't have to win most of the games. You got to win some of them. You got to stay afloat in conference. You're not expected to go win, 90% of your games in conference with how good it is. So we shall see. All right. That's my spiel. I'm done talking. Time to start watching. The broadcast has begun. Tune into ESPN. It's on. There he is, Mark Sears. Let's say what's up to everybody. I got to get the chat. For some reason, the chat's not working on the screen today, so chat will just be through chat and not on screen, but I'll be able to pull you guys in for these things. All right, what's up? James Ellis, yeah, Wade's out tonight. Solo and Garcia each have huge games. Yeah, they had huge games on Wednesday. They were massive. They had all the non-scoreboard stuff. Solo had some scoreboard stuff, especially Garcia, just getting hands on balls, diving for balls, all that kind of stuff. They're huge for us. They're huge for us. Even without scoring at a super high rate, although, like I said, Solo does score. Noah, what up, man? Texas losing is pure joy. Beautiful. Beautiful. The last night, who watched the game last night, man? I watched the Texas versus Ohio State game last night amongst 8 UT grads, 3 Aggies, including myself. It was a brutal room. And they were the good kinds of UT fans. They weren't the troll type. They were respectful, so I was respectful back. But every time Ohio State did something, it was just like a subtle nod to my Ags in the room. Crazy game. Crazy ending to that game. Heartbreaking ending for the Longhorns last night. Steve says this will be a challenge, especially coming off the high against Oklahoma. I know. That's true. So this is twofold, right? You're coming off that high. Hopefully you're not high off your own supply in this game, and you come in humble and hungry again. And of all things for this team to do, I trust them to come in hungry, usually. It would be very uncharacteristic for them not to be. So you got to overcome that and make sure that doesn't happen. But did you learn what you need to be without Wade Taylor? And that's just leaning on Zurich Phelps and finding what they had to find without your lead man. So maybe they learned a lesson versus OU, but to your point, you can't be feeling yourself. Score prediction. I'll go lowish, relatively low. I'll go 70-65 Bama this game. What up, Cooper? Game is live on ESPN News and ESPN app. Okay, cool. Before it goes on ESPN. No elephants, yes gigums. Exactly, Troy. Would it be a stretch to say the SEC is the best basketball conference in the nation this year? Not a stretch at all, Steve. I would say that's accurate. No, of course you watched it. I know you watched it, man. That was a great game. I've really enjoyed the semis this year. They were both really good, enjoyable games. One of the best semis we've had, because you know how the semis have been a majority of the time in college football. Blowouts. Not this year. Not when all 4 teams had to earn their spot in the semis. We had 2 competitive-ass games, fun games. I'm going to go ahead and hide this because it's not working today. It's all right. It's because I had to switch the stream last second. But I also went to the Navy All-American Bowl today, saw Coyote Armstrong, saw Marco Jones, and others. We'll talk about that throughout the night. But for now, we got tip-off, guys. Thanks for being here, everybody. Let's get it going. And once the game starts, I'll get the scoreboard on the screen so y'all can follow along time-wise. All right. Solomon Washington at the jump ball. Ags get it first. Zurich Phelps comes down with it. Let's play some basketball. All right. Early in the game, we saw the offense have to learn what they were doing. Turnover to start the game off. Not how you want to start at all. They missed the layup. Blocked the follow-up. They're going to call a foul on the floor. All right, let me organize this scoreboard here. We saw kind of a sluggish start offensively last game versus OU. Again, learning their way without Wade Taylor. I mean, it's a big adjustment, but hopefully that adjustment happened last game and you won't have as big of a hurdle to climb this game. All right, there we go. All right, but you start with a turnover. That's not good. Obaseki will start the game. Then I believe they'll start to stagger Zurich and Obaseki as they both take their rest. I think you'll see one of the two on the court the entire time. Your 2 primary ball handlers on the team right now without Wade. They're going to get an easy dunk. They didn't get it off. Shot clock violation. Okay, that goes from an easy dunk to good defense. Good defense, Hags. Y'all got to give me your score predictions, too. I think Bama's 14-2. It's under review. They're reviewing it. We'll check their record while we do this. Yeah, sorry, I had to change the stream last minute. I had a link, a bad link. They're 13-2. I had a bad stream, so I had to scrap the original, get this one going. People will file in probably later today because the old link isn't working. They'll find us. Yeah, Bama's 13-2, Troy. Cooper says 72-68 Ags, 68-64 Ags. I love that y'all believe. I'm trying to be realistic, at least from how I see it. I say 70. I'm just going to give Bama the slight edge because we're missing Wade Taylor. But again, not surprised if we win it because we're capable of doing it. Like I said, I'm 70-65 Bama. Close game. But if we start fast, like that bodes really well because we saw all the offense kind of pick up in the second half thanks to Zurich Phelps. All right, we're going to post up Solo. Solo gets corralled. Turnover again. Start our offensive possessions with 2 straight turnovers, then 2 straight fouls on our first 2 defensive possessions. Got to settle into this game. But I like your score predictions. I'm in the same ballpark as you guys, Matt, Cooper. Matt, thanks for being here. Troy says 67-72 A&M, 83-61 A&M. I would love to see that, James. That would be massive, James. Like I said, guys, if you win this game, you're sitting pretty at the top of the SEC. And there's a long way to go, but you've kind of established your position at that point, I would say, without Wade Taylor. It's a big deal. But similar conversation to baseball. You got to be playing your best basketball at the right time as well. That's very, very important. But right now, I kind of want to see what this team is capable of. Very senior, veteran team. All of the portal pieces have been huge. When you're talking about Phelps, Payne, and number 10 off the bench, whose name escapes me right now. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Wiltshire. All right, they're getting another possession. They're going to get inside. Another foul. Starting the game with 3 fouls. They're going to go to the line. No points in the game just yet. But you follow this up right on the road with Kentucky, so you're in the thick of it now. Fortunately, not the easiest out-of-conference slate for A&M this year. You had some tough games. Purdue, Oregon, Ohio State. And you come in a little bit battle-hardened into conference play this year, more so than in past years, which has been nice. Hopefully Wade Taylor's back before too long. I actually thought he might be back this game, but looks like the thing's lingering. I think it's the groin. They haven't really declared what the current injury is, but reasonable to assume it's the groin that plagued him before. Had to save Domino's from the Golden Retriever. A couple turnovers for us to start the game. Good lay-in by Zurich Phelps, picking up where he left off. Let's see if he can keep it up. Zurich's been a very low percentage three-point shooter throughout his career. I think he's a low 20s. But last game absolutely went off. Gets himself a layup to start the scoring for A&M. Good D by Manny on Sears. Zurich closing out in the corner. We also saw OU kind of take advantage of A&M's aggression and collapsing in the paint. A lot of drive-in kicks and swings. Ball tips around on the miss. Foul on Alabama. A&M ball. It's tough defense so far. But we saw OU take advantage of that toughness, that aggression, double teaming in the paint, and they were able to find open shooters in the corner time and time again against A&M, especially early in the game. A&M took a while to adjust to that. They eventually did adjust. Especially the last 5 or so minutes of the game, they finally put a lid on the basket that was like an ocean for most of that game, especially for number 2. Let's see if they can keep that up because Bama can't shoot the 3. Zurich Phelps getting to the line, being aggressive, going to that right side, right-handed. Want to be Caruso on Bama? They got a Baldy? Where's the Baldy? TU starting 0-3. Things you love to see. And it finally is it's finally actually basketball season. Because every time we try to gloat about our basketball win, Texas fans would tell us, it's football season, it's football season. Well, that's over. It's now basketball season, and you're 0-3. Credit to them. They made the semis. Good job. But we're now in basketball season. And we play them again, like in, I think, under 2 weeks now. In Austin. I'm going to try to go to that. Zurich misses both free throws. But they haven't exactly been clicking offensively to start either. So let's just clean things up, keep playing. They get another dunk. Find the cutter in the paint. Heth misses the layup. I like that they're getting to the rim. They get the alley-oop and call a foul from mid-court. I guess that guy has the goggles on. Oh, I see the one to be Caruso, the number 4. A little bit more hair than Caruso, but I see it. Makes the first flat free throw shot, but he makes it. You can see the game off the reflection on the big A&M logo. Nice. So you can kind of watch the game if you want to. Y'all will notice my stream is darker today. One of my lights, while I was gone, apparently collapsed and broke. I don't know what the hell happened. I came back into this room. One of my monitors had fallen over. The light was broken, and one of the pictures on the wall had fallen off. I don't know what happened in here. So it's a little darker tonight. We'll get a new light here soon. But that might be why you can see the reflection. Obaseki touching the paint. You love to see that. He doesn't make the layup. It's a very tough layup into traffic, but I like to see Obaseki getting to the paint. We saw a lot of Obaseki dribble last game, kind of top of the three-point arc. I mean, he didn't make the layup, but it's a good sign, I think. What did Zeus do? Zeus, it's Thor. Wrong Greek god. I don't know if it was Thor. I don't know how Thor could have done all of this because all the wires are out of his range. It could have been Thor. Yeah, I don't know what happened, man. Because the monitor's right here, and the picture's like over there. So I don't know how everything happened. All right, Phelps back to the line. Got to stop this slow start. Get a couple of free throws here and make you feel a bit better. Zurich has missed his first 3 free throws, not picking up where he left off shooting. Platoon swap for A&M. Jace Carter, Wilcher. Farrell Payne, all in the game. Anderson Garcia and Phelps will stay in from the starters. My friend's dog's name is Zeus. We got all the gods covered here. All right, Zurich hits his 4th free throw of the game after missing his first 3. Bama's kind of getting to the rack on us right now. Maybe that's why you're putting Payne in the game. Payne with good defense, getting vertical on the shot contest, not getting called for the foul. Look, you can give some chest contact as long as you're very vertical and your hands are up in the air, and that's exactly what Payne does there. Driving kick to number 4, shoots a 3, misses it. They get the offensive board. Again, this is a good rebounding team. He can't regain his balance. Falls out of bounds, A&M ball. Let's avoid a big deficit to start this one. A lot of early subs right now. Anderson Garcia making sneaky eye contact with the camera. Almost as if to say, 12th man, I got you. All right, some good ball movement from A&M. They're going to post up Payne. It's not there. Marcel Reed Arena. Appropriately named. I think that's like 3 or 4 turnovers to start the game for A&M. Good hounding defense at center court. Good defense by Bama to stop the layup. You had 3-on-1, and they were able to get the block. Going to be an early timeout in the game. They're blocking every shot we take. Yeah, they got some length. They're scoring inside, and they're blocking our inside stuff. And we're having turnovers here. Ugly start. Only a 5-point deficit. Let's just settle into the game. It's going to be fine. It's a bad sign to see Zurich miss his first 3 free throws, though. His shooting was obviously super crucial to the game. Was how we won the game. Rough start. Shooting for him. Yep, we're fouling a lot too. And again, Bama does what we do. They play really tough, aggressive defense, and they get after the offensive boards. That was the story of their game versus OU. They had 20-plus offensive boards versus OU. But the positive is we are getting guards touching the paint with the ball, which is just huge for opening up offensive opportunities. But we've turned them over a lot. We're turning it over a lot. Trying to paste this little scoreboard over here. There we go. All right. Let's clean it up, Ags. Come on. Texas is dumb for not playing Arch. Every Longhorn that was at the watch party I was at, all 8 of them wanted Arch to play. I get it, though. Like, if Arch goes out there and he struggles, is that going to hurt his confidence? Will that mess Arch up? Is there any guarantee Arch was better? I don't know. His one touch in the game, he almost fumbled. All right, we're posting up Payne. Payne gets to the line. That's perfect. That's what you need. Give it to Payne. Let Payne get aggressive, man. He's been so good inside, close to the rim. And that's Payne going up against their big. Not even a mismatch, just going for it. All right, makes the first free throw. Man, Buzz is already sweating through the suit. All right, Payne knocks down 2 of 2. Keep playing tough defense. Protect the rim. Yep, foul. Man, a lot of fouls early in the game. This one by Jace. Traveled. There's their turnover. All right, A&M's had 3 or 4 turnovers. There's Bama's. What up, SB Hustle? Let's get the win. I got the score prediction 70-65 Bama. Don't expect the win. If you steal another one, holy cow, this team's on their way to something special, I think. I just don't know if this team has the offensive firepower to take them all the way to like a Final Four type of season. But winning games like this will start to convince me. All right, they're chasing the Payne post-up right now. He's doing it again. Tries to pass it in. Another turnover, man. They're going to take the pull-up three in transition and sink it. So many turnovers to start the game, man. Not loving that. Another post up to Payne. They're hunting it. Payne back to the line. Elite 8 would be my guess. I want to go, yeah, Elite 8 would be great, and I would love it. Obviously love that. But, man, we're resetting after this year. You're only bringing back 2 of your rotation next year unless there's secret eligibility. It's just Payne and Solo next year. Everyone else is gone. UT didn't look all that great against Texas. I didn't watch the game. Did they not look great? They still won. All right, Payne sinks his 3rd free throw of the night. 3 for 3. They're trying to find offense somewhere, and right now it's coming from Payne. Payne 4 for 4 from the line. Just being aggressive. A&M bringing the pressure as usual. Very aggressive defensive team. A&M forces the turnover. 2-on-1. Phelps slows it down. Pump fakes. Dips it off, ball out of bounds. Not capitalizing on these fast break opportunities. Good defense by Bama, recovering on these fast breaks. You forced a couple turnovers now, but you're not getting anything out of them. Good defense so far. Good connected defense for A&M right now. They get the ball in the paint. A&M forces a turnover. Ooh, tip ball, out of bounds. They're saying it's off A&M. It looked close. I agreed you're beating Bama tonight without Wade would convince me that we're a legit Elite 8 Final Four ceiling kind of a team. Yeah, if you could do it twice without Wade, that tells you so much. I mean, again, you got to be hot at the right time. You got to be playing well at the right time. You got to be healthy at the right time. But it'll show you have ingredients, man. I want to get greedy, man. I'm Elite 8 Final Four in a year like this where you have all your chips kind of on the table by way of just being a very senior-heavy team. Take advantage of it, and it's really encouraging so far. Sears gets his first shot up, misses it. Good contest. They get the board. They're doing what A&M does, getting the offensive boards. Tough contested 3 they take. They miss it. A&M gets the board. And Phelps hits the brakes and gets run over. Foul on Bama. I think being a good team who doesn't rely on the 3 really helps us. I'd like to hit more, but I like that you can just take a bunch of 3s and still be in your offense because they're such a offensive board heavy team. You're right. We don't live and die by the 3. That's a good point. But oftentimes the hot teams make it far in the tournament. And is what you do enough to keep up pace with a hot tournament team? Wilcher pulls up the 3, misses it. I like the shot. I like getting it up. A&M's getting their hands on balls. Another one tipped out of bounds off A&M. Staying aggressive on D. Buzz is giving the ref an earful. Look at Buzz. Buzz got a twitch. Don't mess with Buzz. Buzz is sharp. Tough three. They sink it. It was a contested three, but he got his base on his shot really well. He got his leg set, got the three up over the defense, sunk it. Probably got a post. Okay, we're going to take a shot. Offensive board solo. He's fouled. He's at the line now. Good job drawing fouls inside. Again, taking threes is good for A&M. Taking contested threes is good. Gets your offense going for what they are. Offensive rebounding team. Off topic, but how's the All-Star game? Any thoughts on the Kyron Lacey situation? I'll talk about the All-Star game in the first commercial break because, yeah, man, there's some good stuff out there. Learned a lot, I think, about a couple guys. Kyron Lacey situation is crazy. That man's going to jail. Straight to jail. Also insane that he declared for the NFL 2 days after the incident occurred. He's like, I'm out. No, sir, you're going to jail. Yeah, it was a hit and run. He caused an accident that ended up in a 70-year-old Marine dying. Worn out for his arrest. I don't think they have him in custody. It's really unfortunate. If I'm in his situation, it's like, even if I know I'm a criminal, I'm just turning myself in. I'm not going to live with that. H hits a big three. Getting threes up this game. You didn't get a lot up early last game. You're getting them up now, and I really like to see that. But yeah, if I'm in a situation, I'm just turning myself in and eating it. It's like, I got to do it eventually, man. Just, you did the deed. Big block by Payne. A&M's in transition. Manny to the rack. Fouled. Going to shoot two. It always is, I feel like, SB. I feel like it always is. It's always different if you just face it right away. But I just can't imagine living with yourself knowing that that's waiting for you. Just for your own sanity, turn yourself in, man. I mean, people make mistakes, and unfortunately your mistake ended with someone dying, and you evading the law is even worse. 6-round kick. Yeah. Big gamble. Great talent, though. Is he great? I don't know if he's the quality that other LSU receivers have been in recent years, but he's good. He's a good player. But yeah, man, I was at the Navy All-American Bowl today, and we saw the likes of Noah Mikael, Marco Jones, Keoti Armstrong, Adonis Curry, Chase Sims, and Gregory, the receiver, the junior receiver. And someone really stood out to me. Marco Jones was all over the place in the game. In on so many plays. Big, fast, just quick off the line. Big, low, bendy steps pursuing the quarterback. Hurried the quarterback several times. Chased the quarterback out of bounds. But the most noticeable thing about him was the effort he showed in the game. Always chasing the angle. Always kind of chasing plays from behind. Just making himself a presence in every play. But he had a big first contact on a 4th down stop in the game, a couple open field tackles. He had a stuff at the line of scrimmage. Marco Jones was everywhere. And defensive end, all of a sudden, kind of the position of need for A&M. I mean, he looks ready to play. Of course, that was a high school game, high school all-star game. A lot of work to do, but he was for sure the star amongst the Aggies to me in the game. Keoti Armstrong, there was a report that he's nearing 270 pounds. Shit, I believe it. I saw him. He looked huge. Only got targeted once, but great snag. Sure-handed, big fella. Obviously, has to work on blocking. He lined up mostly as a receiver in high school, even though he kind of has a tight end's body. He played tight end in the game, and there was a lot of just technique stuff he needs to work on, blocking-wise, run blocking. And that'll come. I mean, he hasn't really done it. I'm sure this practice session for the All-Star game was probably kind of his first dance with regular down-to-down blocking assignments from the true tight end position, line up at H-back a lot too. And a lot of times you saw that. But the athleticism, the size, the hands, the range, the catch radius, all on display. Big athletic guy. Cheering on his teammates too, which was nice to see. Yeah, I don't know if Keoti's day one, but I think as a receiver option, there is a path for Keoti to play. Adonis Curry, got some weight to gain. Very skinny, very small, but that's a DB coming out of high school for you. But showed great athleticism. Not really involved in too many plays. Noah Mikael made himself a few tackles. Big dude. I think he's going to be a baller. Again, I'm super high on the future of the linebacker room. Chase Sims, I think, needs some weight room love. Had some good moments, but I think, strength will be big for him. Has the size. I mean, I think he could project to be maybe a nose-style player, a little bit squattier, can get underneath offensive linemen. We'll see with Chase Sims if he plays right away, but obviously the roadmap for being a great player is there for Chase Sims. But yeah, man, Marco Jones stole the show for me. Marco Jones was a great watch in the game. That's my spiel on the All-Star game. I'll probably drop a video in more detail tomorrow. But I think a lot of people kind of felt like Marco Jones was the most ready-made player in the class, man. I think him, DJ Sanders, Landon Rink. If you're going to see someone play early, it might be them. And then hopefully Jerome Miles, depending on the injury. But yeah, I would anticipate Adonis Curry needs some time. I wouldn't be surprised if Chase Sims needs some time just to get more muscle on him. But he has the frame, long arms, footwork. It's just going to be strength for Chase Sims. Manny misses both but gets his own rebound. Then the ball tips off his toe out of bounds. Missing a lot of free throws to start this game. They overthrow the alley-oop. A&M ball on a fast break. Manny's going to get to the rack and score a layup. Manny just kept running and running. Bama almost set up their whole defense, but Manny kept running full speed. Got past the defender. Makes a layup. 3-point game. A&M fouls again, man. We're fouling a lot. Already shorthanded. You don't want to get in foul trouble. Yeah, Manny just kept running, man. Got to the rack. Henry Coleman gets his hand on the passing lane on the pick and roll. Goes on a fast break himself. Gets a layup up and in. 1-point game. All right, A&M is settled into the game, especially defensively. A&M gets a hand in the defender's face on the three. He misses it. They're going to call a late foul off the reaction, but it does look like he swiped the offensive player's face. But another foul on A&M. It's the aggression on A&M working against them. That might be 2 on Solo. Commentators talking about how loud the stadium is right now. Reed is rocking. The Rowdies are in full throat. Looks like it's filled, man. Reed's looking good. School's back on Monday. Just in time for a very exciting basketball season. I don't know how next year goes. I'm curious to see how we project in year 3 of Elko with these new guys. Next year's the hurdle, right? Next year's the hurdle. Getting through the young defensive line. Working out the kinks in the secondary. But shit, when you have Le'Veon and a veteran offensive line coming back, continuity at the quarterback position, exciting receivers coming in, which I think we need to let work and let develop within our system. There might be a learning curve at the receiver position with no one besides Bussy coming back. But with what you have on offense, the hope is that you're able to keep up scoring with maybe some lumps you have to take on defense. Because the running game might be as good as any in the country next year, as it was with Le'Veon when you were healthy early in the year this year. At least it's not like the Oklahoma commentators. I found out those weren't even Oklahoma commentators. Those were ESPN commentators, Troy, which was crazy to me. They were straight up cheering for OU. All right, he hits 2 of 2. A&M 6 of 12 at the free throw line to start the game. Floater from Zurich is short. Zurich's hunting it, but not coming up with it so far. There's someone named Youngblood out there. They get the open three and hit it. Solo gets the drive, kind of out of control, misses it, hits the bottom of the backboard. They're going to hit transition three, too strong. Zurich comes up with the board. Zurich pump fakes. Gets to the rack and one. Zurich Phelps. Zurich getting to the rack. We saw a couple turnovers doing that early in the game, but the aggression is good, man. Huge effort to get to the rack right now. You love to see it. Getting three-point shots up. I know not everything's been perfect to start this game, but it's a hell of a lot better than it was on the road on Wednesday. You need Zurich to be as aggressive as possible. Who signed the ball on my shelf? That's Johnny Manziel. And, of course, as he does, he wrote Johnny fucking football right next to it. Missed the free throw. Zurich is 1 of 5 from the line, I believe. Drive and kick in transition for the open corner three. Bama sinks it. Got to get back, man. Coleman gets his own board on the miss. Hits the layup. That's going to be a charge. No. I guess they're going to say Coleman's feet weren't set. I thought it was a charge. You have a helmet signed by Anias. That's awesome. Anias is a great one. Credit to Anias getting a touchdown late in the year with the Eagles. Looked like Coleman got set, but was it too late? Too bang for them to call it? I think Coleman was set. They're going to review it. I didn't know they could review these kinds of plays. That's nice. I don't know about that SB hustle. That's crazy. That means you have to be very early to the spot. Yeah, that was a quick review. They were just reviewing the clock anyway. Rule change from last year. That's a weird rule change. That's part of the game, right? Like, if you can get there and set your feet quick enough to where you're stationary when you get hit, that's supposed to be a charge. That's a big change to the game. Makes it much harder to hunt those. I suppose less ability to hunt those would result in less injury possibilities. I guess they're trying to reduce contact, reduce injuries. I don't know. I love contact. They're going to give Bama the ball off the tip. Out of bounds. Bama ball. Yeah, we're seeing Bama able to do a lot of things that A&M is typically known for. Offensive boards, tipping balls, aggressive defense. Bad ball, right to Solo. Turnover. A&M ball. Well, it got even softer, SP Hustler, with this rule. Going to post up Coleman. Oh, Coleman just loses the handle. Bama player runs into his own guy. Saves the ball, though. Another corner three. Off balance, but he sinks it. Bama is making these crazy good threes. I mean, that was off balance, somewhat contested. Zurich Phelps to the rack. Just misses the layup. Bama board. That's a travel. Yeah, he was just flailing around. He was trying to sell the contact, but in doing that, he was flailing around and got called for a travel. A&M needs to stop the bleeding right now. Bama's hit back-to-back threes. Rules continue to favor the offensive side of the ball. Yeah. My grandpa likes BYU and he watches every BYU sport. Interesting. BYU has a big fan base, man. Good corner three take from Hef, but he misses it. Payne with the board, goes up, fouled. Payne at the line again. Payne's a bad free throw shooter, man. Let's not talk about how he started the game. 54% is not good. That's just like typical big man stats, like 70% field goal percent on like 7 attempts a game, 10 boards, 50% from the line. All right, he was 4 in a row, then he just missed his 5th. All right, sinks the second. Payne's 5 for 6 from the line. We'll take it. They save the ball out of bounds. Then we foul him. That's going to be 3 on Solo, man. I think that's going to be 3 on Solo. Not good. It's 2 on Solo. Okay. Been a lot of fouls this game. Hard to keep track. Bama has more fouls than us right now. Just a couple of really aggressive defenses. We've had a lot of free throw tries. If we had made some of those, it'd be a different game. Makes the first. Yeah, they're in the bonus. We're in the double bonus. Misses the second. Pick and roll, Payne and Phelps. Another turnover. No, it went off of Bama. Going to stay on A&M side. Payne gets the ball high post, goes in, spins, lays it in, left-handed. Damn, Payne's got some touch inside, man. Youngblood's an insane name. That's crazy. I should go live for A&M cross country. I should go live for a meat judging event. Thor, say hi. Come on. All right, special appearance from Thor. You're cold. Were you outside? Were you outside? Good energy when Thor's on the stream. All right. I'd be down to watch a little bit of a meat judging event. I don't even know what goes into those. The dog's running around like a crazy person right now. He was freezing cold, so I'm assuming he was just outside. Dog, what are you doing? They're asking what you're doing. He walked away right when I asked. Dog's minding his own damn business, but being a weirdo. I'm not putting salsa on the line tonight. Yeah, here's the Johnny ball you were asking about. I think Troy was asking about it. That's the signature. Johnny F. Football. There was a silent auction at my gym, and I bid for this. Got it. There was a signed Victor Wembanyama basketball card. Bidding started at like $250 for it. It went for like $3,000. Cross country have to be a drinking game. Meat judging event is crazy. You'll ever buy meat on campus? I've never had. There's a butcher? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? No, we get our meat for free here. Dude, I would like to watch a meat judging event now that I know we're really good at it. I'd like to watch it. But is there actually a butcher shop? I mean, they'd be premium meats that were judged adequately if you bought them at an A&M butcher shop. That'd be guaranteed. Dang, my volume is super low again, isn't it? I just noticed the bars were super low. I don't know why this happens, man. I can't control it sometimes. All right, volume should be better now. Sorry about that. On the West Campus, wow. They've gotten 13 three-pointers up. We've gotten 4 up. I mean, 5-3 difference will make the game. That'll change the game. Yeah, Boise had a little cameo. We got to fix these damn seedings, man. I can't have Boise getting the first week bye. Yeah, Bama has that high-level formula where they're getting most of their shots at the rack and from 3. H on Sears, good D. Good D. Good scramble, good steal. Wilcher gets up a shot, misses the 3. Offensive board by Payne. Payne goes up. He's fouled again. Payne back to the line. Payne's aggression has been some of A&M's best offense right now. I think 8's probably the best spot to be. But no auto bids. I feel like 8 with no auto bids is the way to go. But that hurts the conference championships. Now, I think there's still something to be said. Winning a championship for pride and, like, for the sake of winning a conference championship should still be big, but for it not to count towards the postseason would be a big deal too. It's just weird, man. We're trying to determine a postseason for a landscape that is very, very uneven. So it makes everything messed up. I think if you go with 12 again, or if you go with more than 8, maybe conference champions are the teams that get the guaranteed home games in round 1. Like that's the award for winning the conference championship. You're home in round 1. Like it's an auto bid that you're at home. You're automatically at home for winning a conference championship. Deep 3, they're hitting their threes, man. We've seen A&M weather this kind of storm before on Wednesday, but it took a fuego shooting night from Zurich Phelps. And we don't have that right now. Payne back to the line, man. Payne's just chasing it, and it's working. God, man, they're stroking it. Payne makes it. Eight teams in the playoff. Payne makes 2 for 2. Where else can we find offense, though? Let BCS see the team's no committee. That's a really good idea. Committee makes me feel so uncomfortable, man. Step back 3 from Sears. Sinks it, man. They're up 10. Zurich gets to the rack and 1 Zurich Phelps. We just got to find a way to stop the threes, man. There are positives on the offensive side of the ball right now. But if you're giving up threes, the team's just going to outpace you. Zurich's been cold from the line. Zurich bricks it. A&M gets the board. Zurich pulls up from 3. Airballs it. Shooting is off for Zurich tonight. They get the open corner 3 to the big man number 4. He misses it. Contest for the rebound. They get it back. Sears shoots a deep 3. Misses it. Phelps with the board. He's running. He's been aggressive in these situations. All the way to the rack. Euro step. Floater. Off the backboard. Good for Zurich Phelps. It's not working shooting for Phelps, but he's getting his layups going. The aggression is there, and that's going to open up the offense. Shooting would be nice, but we'll take this. 6-point game. Got to stay on these shooters. Sears gets to the rack. Blocked. Wiltshire kind of stayed in the play after Sears got past him and blocked it from behind. Bama ball, 8 seconds to go on the clock. Yeah, we've been fouling a lot this game, but there have been a couple of really good verticality moments from Jace and earlier as Farrell. They inbound it, only 6 to shoot. That looked like all ball, but he might have gone across the arm to get there by Wiltshire. They're a good team, man. They're on pace for like 90 points right now. He misses both and we get the board. Huge. Zurich is running again. Zurich went all in for that. He's going fast, but he got chased down. It was 1-on-3. Trying to chase a foul. Corner 3 from Wiltshire. Sinks it. Big shot. 3-point game again. Can we stop their 3-point shooting? Oh, nice lay-in. Finds the lane. Sears, the little guy who happens to be the same height as me, squirts through, gets the layup. Garcia shoots the three. Misses it. Jace's aggression there paid off. He drew the foul, trying to get the offensive board. A&M continues to struggle with first half woes. Another problem I see with A&M is they are small, but good defensive rebounding helps them. Not a solid shooting team, but they manage. Exactly. Again, I don't think offensively it's been a disaster this half. You'd like to have made some more free throws. But they're just hitting their threes on us. We're not getting to the threes right now. And to your point, it's hard for us to keep up pace if the other team's hitting threes. Spicy Deluxe says Chick-fil-A might need to make an appearance for the basketball team. What do you mean by that? Oh, Chick-fil-A. You mean literally Chick-fil-A? Chick-fil-A sponsor? We're so dangerous with Wade. Yeah, Wade would be nice to have right now. All right, 3-point game. You feel like the free throws are kind of responsible for the deficit right now, which is remarkable considering how they're shooting the three. Yeah, we're going to look back at that for sure. And it's hard to come out of a free throw slump mid-game, and that stuff is contagious. A&M bringing the pressure, of course, as usual. Sears gets penetration, kicks it out. Good recovery by Garcia. To kick it to the corner. Good defense by Manny. Good defense right now. Finish out the play. Reset up top. Sears has the ball, dancing around. Squirts in, gets the layup, man. Just a high-level play by Sears. Keeping his balance through contact against Garcia. End of the shot clock. It's a good player. Phelps gets to the rack again. A layup by Phelps, man. Phelps is a bad man. They get the offensive board on the missed shot. Sears taking an NBA three. Misses it. Foul on the ground by Garcia. Damn. Did Sears really shush the crowd in the first half? And I took that personally. We got to make sure Reed knows. Like, did Reed see that? Did Reed see that? Did Reed Arena see that? I just texted Reed Arena to just to let him know that Sears just tried to shush him. All right, Thor's back. Give us some luck, Thor. Take in consideration that A&M are one of the best second half teams in the country. When the pressure is on A&M, we're very good. Yeah, and like I said, this first half hasn't been a disaster. There's been too many fouls. There's been too many turnovers. And you're giving up threes, and you're missing free throws. There are things to like. You're getting to the rack. Guards are getting to the rack. You're chasing the Farrell Payne inside shot, which has been so good for this team, and they're aggressively pursuing it, finding offense without Wade Taylor. If they can take it up a notch in the second half and find a way to win, I mean, they're within striking distance in a big way. I think we should be okay with what's going on, man. But hopefully that second half magic shines through again. Yeah, man, it was remarkable to see them not give up versus OU. They were down 18 in the second half. They cut into it. The lead re-extended, and they still found a way to come back. Other teams crumble. Just high-level basketball, but the free throw is something we need to do better. Yeah, free throws are huge right now. I think a lot of the defense has been good. This is a really good offensive team, man. They get to the rack and they hit threes. I mean, that's NBA shit. Yeah, we're all right. We're all right. Let's hit some free throws. Let's stop fouling. I think the offense is coming around. Wiltshire hit a big three. Let's get a couple more threes. We're never going to be a volume scoring 3 team, though. Make it up with your turnovers and fast break points. Take those opportunities. Although I do think we're capable of getting hot between Wiltshire, H, obviously Phelps showed that he can, Wade, Jace. We have our shooters. Yeah, Zurich started the game, I think, 0 for 4 from the line. Knock on wood, Payne's been hitting him, though. That's a black lab. That's Thor. He's a rascal. I said his name and he just ran away. He's being mischievous right now. He'll be back. Thor, come here. Here's the black lab. What's up, Thor? That's my water. Thor. Okay, don't spill my water. Give me a high five. Okay, don't. Yep, that's the neighborhood black lab. All right, time to close out the half strong. Yes, he's a cutie. Thanks, Salty Matt. Yeah, they've gotten 19 threes up. We've gotten 8 up. They're shooting nearly 50% from 3. Did I watch about all the UTs today? No, but I heard the real UT won. All right, they're going to shoot their free throws. Yeah, Hayden's been playing perfect in his role, man. Tough defensively. Has his big moments defensively, tipping balls, contesting shots, but getting offensive boards, hitting shots. He's just a solid role player, man. They go 1 for 2. A&M gets the board. Phelps running the offense. Misses the floater. Off A&M. How long is the portal going to be open for still? I'm pretty new to college football. The portal in general is closed, but it remains open for teams whose seasons are just ending. So, for instance, Texas, the portal is open for them. The portal is open for... Sears hits an NBA 3. It's a good player. Penn State's portal is open. But for everyone else, no one else can enter. But there's still a pool of players that are already in the portal that you can pick from. But for the most part, that's been picked clean in regards to the level of player you'd want A&M to go after. It'll reopen again in spring. This Sears kid is really freaking good. He's a senior. Kicks it out to Hef. H hits his 3. And I see exactly how far away SB Hustler is on the stream than I am. Yep, Salty Matt. You just got into college football, huh? Welcome. It's a crazy time you're jumping in on. We used to not have any portal, any NIL. Sears shoots another NBA 3 and sinks it. Yeah, this guy's on fire. He's doing a lot of stuff, man. Phelps kind of got stuck in the air, had to throw it up for an alley-oop, but the defender got in front of it. Look, Sears is on fire, but we've seen A&M weather this storm on Wednesday against a hot shooter, but you feel like Bama might be a little bit more of a complete team than OU. More options, more weapons, better rebounding team. You might not be able to stomach that like you were on Wednesday. But you are at home. Christopher, what's up, Chris? I met Chris today at the All-American Bowl. We chopped it up. It was good to meet you today, man. I should have brought the salsa for you to try. Good D, man. Good D by Obaski. Verticality, tip the ball. A&M gets the ball. Kicks it to Heth. Ace shoots the three. Deep three. Fast shot in the shot clock. Misses it. Good save by Coleman. Timeout A&M. Yeah, I saw Chris today. It was good to meet you, man. Oh, wait. No timeout. Okay, there's the timeout. My stream's freaking out. Yeah, I met Chris today. We talked about some Aggie football, Aggie basketball. He asked me a question about the Elko culture and what that kind of means and what it is. And I told him a culture does not equate to wins, but it sets the foundation for improvement. I would think if your players are bought in and make the most of their workouts and every meeting and they're locked in, I think that bodes well for long-term improvement, but that has to happen, right? It's early days for Elko. He's still pretty much in year one, just dipping into year two now. We got to see that culture, that newfound culture pay dividends, because we saw that. I think it's pretty clear that was one of the bigger issues, was accountability and the behind-the-scenes stuff for the previous regime. And it sounds like cleaning that up was a huge priority this first year. From all reports, that's what we've heard. That accountability and buy-in is much better than it was before. But that has to turn into improvement, productivity, and ultimately wins. But again, good to meet you today, man. Good time to be a fan. A&M really looking exciting with offense for bringing in next year. Yeah, man, the offense could be really special next year, especially the running game. Again, you were already a top SEC running attack when you were healthy this year. Now you bring your health back. You bring back continuity on the O-line. The running game could be really good. And on paper, it looks like you upgraded at receiver, even though you lost Noah Thomas. I think what you brought in is better than what you lost. That's all going to have to pan out, and they're going to have to learn their way within this offense and at Texas A&M. But between the O-line, the quarterback, and the running backs all coming back. Good rebound by Heth. He picks up the air ball, lays it in, and we'll call it an assist for Phelps. Offense could be really good, Spicy Deluxe. You're going to hate that when you get back on defense, you don't turn around, easy dunk, bad transition D. Phelps chasing the layup, but gets blocked this time. Heth forces Sears to pick up his dribble, but recovers with numbers. And then Heth fouls him on the three-point shot. They're going to shoot three. Just started when following Elko replaced Jimbo. Still worried about the defense, yeah. Look, I'm gonna be saying this throughout the offseason. I anticipate major improvement from the secondary. I think even with the pieces you still have, but especially with the couple pieces you added in the portal, guys growing up, and particularly being in a year two of a system, learning your zone coverages, learning your assignment, gaining chemistry, I think you have enough pieces in the secondary to improve a lot. But the big question mark on defense is, can that defensive line help everything else out? Because you lose a lot, and even how it was this year, I felt like you still weren't what you could have been. So how much pass rush can you get with four? What can you get out of your defensive ends? Can you contain the run on the outside that we saw struggle with all year? And a D-line is so important to a team. There's a huge ripple effect there. You can have good coverage. You don't get a pass rush. You don't put the quarterback on a clock. They're going to get open. Can't stop the run. Well, they're going to run. Anyway, 30 seconds left in the half. A&M down 9. Guy goes 2 for 3 from the line on that 3-point foul. Jace Carter takes the foul, going to the line. Good aggression offensively, but not enough, man. Not yet. Running game's going to be insane, especially with the receiver threat we added. Defenses just can't focus on the run game anymore. Yep. And another big part of the development is figuring out your situational game adjustments, play calling from the offensive coordinator position. I think we saw that, some learning curve there, or some lumps there. That has to get hammered out. But we saw some good stuff in the bowl game versus Auburn. We saw some progression to the offense, but that has to just continue. I know, man. It's going to be a long off season, but we have basketball and baseball to keep us company. Fortunately, the other two in the big three sports are in a pretty good place. All right. Gonna have to play defense after this shot, man. He goes 1 for 2. They get the board. Get the pump fake, Sears does. Are they going to let him go to the line? Well, he's going to the line anyway. They're in the double bonus. All right. They're going to get points. Good pump fake from Sears. Gets Obaseki in the air. Obaseki comes tumbling down over him. Scary stuff. What up, Troy? It was early in the shot clock, or early in the possession with no shot clock on. Maybe don't jump for that? I don't know. Maybe he does pull that. I don't anticipate Sears missing either of these. Makes the first one. Sears goes 2 for 2. A&M gets the last shot. Phelps running the offense, gets to the rack. Ball gets jarred loose. Phelps shoots a... Wow, Phelps got lucky drawing that foul. He got the pump fake, got him in the air, and leaned to the side into him. You don't always get that call, but he gets it there. He'll go to the line. Huge. Hopefully you get the points here. Are we going to go into the halftime with a 9-point deficit again, just like OU? He jumps to the side into the defender. You don't always get that call, man. We'll take it. Phelps went ice cold from the line. Let's see if he can do it. He makes the first one. Bounces in. What's up, Jordan? It's amazing he got this opportunity. 0.1 on the clock. All right, and the stream cuts off before I can see if he makes it or not. The stream goes to halftime before I see if he makes the free throw or not. We're either down 8 or 9, and that's the first half. I think there was a lot to like in the first half, but what was bad was the free throw shooting first and foremost. You hit a couple more and you're good, but Bama's getting way too many threes up, and they're going to make a lot of them. I think they're shooting close to 50% right now, which if they're going to get good looks, they're going to make them, but 50%'s a lot. Did he make it? I don't even know. Let's go check out the scoreboard. I don't know about y'all, but my stream went right. Oh, he makes both. Okay, good. My stream went right to halftime as the ball was in the air. You can't make this up. You can call me Fru. All right, let's look at the halftime stats. Team stats. So they're shooting 43% from the field. No, that's field goal. They're shooting 45% from three, which for them, I mean, if they're hot, they could sustain that. The problem is they've gotten 22 up. We got to get out there and force other options because they're going to make a lot of threes if they shoot 22 and a half. If they shoot 22 in the second half, I would feel like we lose the game. You got to force them off the line. Free throw percentage, A&M shooting 57.7 from free throw. Not great. They're also not shooting great from free throw. We've had 26 looks. You gotta capitalize on that. It's really going to come down to stopping their three-point shot. I feel like the guards are doing a good job of getting into the paint. I feel like they've done a good job of getting Phelps involved. But you got to hit free throws, man. We're going to get a lot of attempts. Hit some damn free throws. And obviously their boy Sears was kind of on a tear. Jordan's not worried. Yeah, he made him, Ash. He made him. I couldn't tell. Jordan, 52-44. Yep, 8-point deficit. It was a 9-point deficit versus OU on the road. Progress. Troy just made it awkward. All right, guys. It's halftime. I think I'm going to stay with you guys through halftime. So if you have any questions, we'll do Q&A. You have any questions, opinions on football, basketball, baseball? I was at the All-Star game today. Any questions, y'all let me know. I'll answer them. If not, I'll just stare awkwardly into the abyss. It's all good. But, you know, I think we're seeing encouraging stuff. A&M has them right where we want them. This is right where we want them. We need some Olsen Magic and Reed. Let's see if that transitions. Who's the best ticket provider to go through for Aggies tickets? I always have the best pricing, and I like the server more, or the most, for SeatGeek. For whatever reason, I always have the best luck with SeatGeek. How did Coyote look in the blocking? Needs work. Clearly, he lined up mostly at receiver in high school. Very much like just a receiver. So, clearly a learning curve, not getting low enough, standing up, technique, that's going to have to come because he hasn't repped it yet. But the tools, my goodness, the tools are out of this world. They're insane. He's big. He's long. He's fast. I mean, he could play receiver day one, I think, and be like a red zone option. He could play kind of like that Y or whatever and just be a receiver for us. But to be a full tight end, it's going to come down to technique. There was a learning curve there. FMK, football, basketball, baseball. Don't make me do this, man, while I'm watching basketball. Y'all know the answer. You answer it, and that's my answer. We know the answer to this. And I like all of them. I'm gonna M all of them. And I'm gonna K0 of them. And I'll also F all of them. Don't make me answer that. Why are you doing this, Spicy Deluxe? That is spicy of you. I say we keep him with the O-line for the first week of fall camp, actually. It's just going to come down to technique, getting low, hands, footwork, base, all that stuff. Leaning too much. I saw him kind of lean past blockers a couple times, or past defenders a couple times. Also, it was an exhibition game, right? So he's not going all out. I think that was pretty evident. So, just the tools are insane with Coyote, man. I love the politician answer. I'm just not going to answer that while I'm... You know the answer. I'm not answering it, so quit asking. But the one I kill is not... I don't want to do that. I love them all. It creates, a beautiful kind of crescendo into the one that you really love. You got a good basketball season. You get a good baseball season. And honestly, I know football is king, but baseball is right, not too far. It's a significant margin below, but baseball is right there. And basketball is a little bit below that. Yeah, we got some veteran tight ends in the portal, man. Veteran tight ends. Got to see some development, some weight gain from Theo. I see the willingness to block, the footwork, but it's the strength, man. The strength for Theo as a blocker. And if y'all didn't know, Theo was basically a receiver in Sweden when he played. He said they didn't really use a tight end position in Sweden and that he was mainly a receiver. So I don't know if you have a clear lead man, top dog tight end, unless Theo can kind of take it and run with it. So it'll be interesting to see what happens in the tight end room. But yeah, man, I think Coyote can play some receiver stuff early. You let that guy just use his body, throw jump balls to him. He's gonna come down with stuff, man. He has sticky hands, and he's 6'5". I mean, he can play. It's a matter of if you need him to or want him to. I don't know. We'll see what they do. But it really seems like the kind of guy that Klein will build stuff for the future, man. It's a big-time player. But Marco Jones was the star of the day for me. Just being in so many plays, how active he was, his strides, how low he could get. Just the effort to be in plays. Opinions on the quarterback room after next year? I would guess you get 2 more years out of Reed. Maybe 3. I think Reed's on that path where he's 2 or 3 more years. So it'll be Reed. But, I mean, first of all, as you acquire talent, as you get Kasuga, expect guys to transfer. That's always a potential in a position like quarterback where there's only one playing per game. But if we could get it to where, you just hand it off Reed to Miles to Kasuga, that would obviously be the goal. But, in a world where maybe Miles feels like he can play somewhere, that shouldn't shock anybody if that eventually happens. That's just the world we live in. Really high on Kasuga. Really high on Kasuga. But Miles looked freaking good when he's played, so we're in good shape despite missing out on Longstreet. His choice, man. I'm really high on Reed. I'm high on the potential of Reed. We got to see it pan out. I don't know much about Hart or the other guy. I mean, projects, right? Hart, early classifier, right? Underweight, great tools, great length. We'll see. We'll see. It's one of those 3-star type pieces that could go either way. Let's see. Let's see how the development goes. The good thing is you don't have to rely on him anytime soon. I've heard a couple people say this. I don't anticipate him starting. I don't anticipate him being in any kind of battle. It's Reed's job. He was brought in to be a backup. He might be being slept on as a talent, but I just don't think there's a path for him right now unless Reed goes down. But if he goes down and you're sleeping on him, maybe you have a good piece there. But yeah, man, Zeno is like in his 7th year of college. You're bringing in a super veteran. At the game, electric atmosphere, need better play. Hey, go tell them to make their free throws, Nez. Go tell them to make their free throws. Enjoy it, man. It looks awesome in there. Commentators were talking about how loud it was, how they couldn't hear the whistle. Keep it up, Nez. Y'all are killing it. Reed looks awesome tonight. Back-to-back killer appearances for Reed. Texas game, now the Bama game, now school back in session. It's full. Reed's rocking. They're going to need y'all in the second half, man. Get yourself some water. Whatever you need, keep loud. He's like 16. Brady Hart is. Yeah, he's a baby. Yeah, man, project. And if you find yourself in a place where, God forbid, Miles looks for opportunity to start elsewhere before Reed's gone, Kasuga's not ready, Reed goes, maybe a guy like Brady is the guy there. So, good to have him, man. Really good to get 2 this year after losing Longstreet. I really like the strategy of getting 2 quarterbacks after losing Longstreet, because obviously the top dogs, those ships have probably mostly sailed. To bring 2 in, really smart deal. And to bring Zeno in is just like perfect. Again, just super precision job done by the A&M staff. Not really adding much fluff to the portal, but just directly addressing specific needs. D-end, you got 1 D tackle. But the good thing about the D tackle, Onyedem out of Iowa State, he can play some strong side D-end, so you kind of slightly fill 2 needs, D tackle and strong side D-end. But then the receiver room, tight ends, you're just precision. This is how we've talked about when teams are kind of in a healthy place, not just coming out of year 1, not going through transition. This is kind of how you envision the portal ideally being used. Kind of like, to point at someone we don't like, how Texas used it this last offseason. Texas brought a lot back, but they were hit hard at the receiver room, and they bring back enough receivers to get them at least to the semis. What do you think the score would be if Wade was playing right now? That's really hard to say. Would we be shooting better free throws? Wade would be the point of attack. We'd be doing better. Let's say we'd be down 2 or 3. We'd be doing better. But it's a totally different game if Wade's in, so it's really hard to say. It's really hard to say. I'd say we'd be doing better. Let's just say the free throw woes carry over. We'd be down by less. We'd be down by 2 or 3. But who knows? Different game if Wade's there. The offense looks and operates differently because you have such a gravitational force in Wade Taylor wherever he is on the court, which is his biggest asset to the team, really. Scoring is really good, but the ability to score at every level, to be threatening at every level for Wade Taylor is really what opens everything up for the team. Because I don't even think he's a 40% field goal shooter. But he can score from everywhere, and he has done it, and he can get hot. And that's a huge effector right there. I'm actually curious. I'm going to look up Wade's field goal percentage. Texas A&M statistics. Okay, Wade Taylor's a 38.7% field goal shooter, not even from 3. He's 33.7 from 3. But the ability to score at all 3 levels and pass the ball at a high level makes Wade just the centerpiece of an offense. And he's a veteran, and we know he can get hot in a moment's notice. So, yeah. It's a big difference maker if he's in there. But big credit to Zurich Phelps. What he's doing is he's taking accountability. He's taking ownership of the team, knowing that he's the point of attack right now with Wade out, and he is really pursuing getting to the rack. The shot's not falling. He's getting to the rack. If you get them both kind of clicking together, that's the upside of this offense, man. If you can get A-game Zurich and A-game Wade, and everyone else kind of does what they do, that's like Final Four A&M. That's what it looks like. But what a successful year 2 for Elko look like? So, y'all aren't going to like this answer, but I would consider it a small success if we clearly see progress on the team, everything improves, but you go 9-4 with a bowl win. Because I think that's a path for the team this year because of how hard the schedule is and the road games you have. But if you want like real great success, it's a 9-win season with a bowl win or better. But I think there's a world where you can stomach 8-4. Like you beat a Texas, you lose a couple of the tougher, you lose to Notre Dame, you lose South Carolina, you lose at LSU, you lose one more, but you beat Texas, you win your bowl game, you improve in a lot of ways, you get your receiver room, and you get Reed back the next year. You get your defense, pretty young defense still. A lot of guys will be back on the year after. You feel pretty good about that. But the real big success is obviously 9+ wins in the regular season. But I could stomach it, man. I'm trying to brace and like try to keep expectations realistic with that schedule and the defensive question marks. Troy, you changed it again? Is that A&M holding the trophy at the Cotton Bowl in Johnny's year? Is that what it is? I love it. Troy's telling a story with his profile pictures, and the story today is A&M owns the Cotton Bowl and Texas doesn't. It's not going to happen, Spicy Deluxe. Bateman's already on recruiting visits. Bateman's in, man. You knew that was a possibility. It's hard to justify firing a coordinator in year 1, although I felt like we were close to having to make a move on how the defense kind of, went downhill to close the year out. He's going to be around. But if you have to fire him after a year or 2, that's not a successful year because things went south. So I would go with the opposite. Successful year 2 would be, keep Bateman. We're happy with Bateman because he's going to be here. I can't get my hopes up next year. Every year I just want to. Yeah, this is a year where we have to be very careful with our expectations because of the schedule. But, the offense has so much going for it, man. All right, guys, let's go. Game's back on. Down 8. Right where we want them, right? It's the Arkansas one. It's the Arkansas one. Yeah, we're good in the Cotton Bowl. All right, starters are Obaseki, Phelps, Washington, Coleman, and Heff. I believe Garcia started the game over Washington. That or he subbed in right away. Good pass from Abasaki to Coleman, but Coleman misses the layup. Alabama has an injury. Hate to see it every time. We're stuck with him, Spicy Deluxe. We have him for a year. We got to hope for improvement. That sucks. You never want to see someone get hurt. And this guy is looking in a bad way. No pressure on the right leg. Was it an ankle? The shot was not blocked. Coleman unfortunately missed the layup. I was watching the miss, not the leg. I hope the leg's okay. Damn, you hate to see that. He's just hopping, man. He can't walk on it at all. Nate Oates looks frustrated about it. All right, part of the sport. You hate it. You want to see A&M take advantage of it, though. Starting big man down. All right. You're going to have to cover these guys several feet off the three-point line. They're hitting them. Good defense by Zurich, wrapping that ball up on the layup. Glad A&M brought power back. That was epic, man. I wish we would have won that game. That might have been the national champions that we brought it back against. Good block, Phelps. Good wrap up. Forearm brushed the head, but it was incidental, not major contact, so they didn't call it. All right, come on, second half Ags. What are they reviewing? No ETA on Wade's return that I've heard of, SB Hustler. I'd assume it's that same groin. That's the easy assumption, and I think that's one of those things where you want it to get fully better before he risks it, because it could just come back up. Kind of like a hammy. And at least in the NBA, whenever you see a player rush back from like a lower leg strain, it's almost always a bad move. Or a lower body strain, I should say. But no confirmation on any of that. This is just what one would surmise from what's been happening. Wade obviously not debilitated on the sideline, moving around, coaching the team, hyping the team. It's obvious. It's not, he'll be back before too long. But hell, we're staying afloat. Might as well win this game too. All right, they're going to inbound from the baseline. I guess they're just reviewing the time on the clock. They shoot a very contested three, and Solo's going to block it with 0.2 on the shot clock. Good stop. You just got to protect the rim here. Don't let any easy lobs happen. Yep, only a tip is possible here. Solo gets a hand on it. Shot clock violation. Good Diags. Let's get some scoring going. Come on. Shout out to the guys in the chicken costumes. Love a good chicken costume. Zurich being aggressive again. Getting to the rim. Getting in the paint. Zurich trying to draw the foul. Looked like he got fouled there. And they get the lay-in over Manny. I'm surprised they didn't call that foul on Phelps. They were calling a lot of fouls at the rack in the first half. They're up 10. Obaseki running the offense. Hef gets into the paint, misses the layup. We've had 2 missed layups to start this half. A&M forces the turnover. You got to make these layups, man. We've had Coleman miss and a Hef miss at layup. Phelps tipped it out, but it looked like it kind of rolled off of Sears' hand out of bounds. Manny running the offense. Gets in the paint. Makes the contested layup. Big difference in Manny in this game versus the OU game. Again, we saw Manny kind of just pound the ball top of the three-point line. We're seeing Manny actually get into the paint and get the offense going, which is great. Good recovery by A&M's defense, sticking with the three-point shooters. They're going to shoot one. I need a stronger closeout from Coleman there, but missed the three anyway. You got to run these guys hard off the line. They're hitting their threes, but maybe Coleman knows the scouting report better than I do, and he knew exactly who was shooting that. Coleman's a smart guy. It's probably true. Why not us, Cooper? Exactly. Why not us? Final four. We got a couple of chickens out there, Troy. It's a duo of chickens. Whoa, Phelps sneaks the ball in, and Coleman makes the contested layup. Love to see the guards in the paint. Hounding defense by Solo. Solo's talking trash to Sears mid-play. Sears misses the floater, but we're going to foul him on the rebound. Foul number 3 on Solo. I don't know if it was ever fully declared what happened, but I don't know if he couldn't keep grades up or if something happened, but I think it started with like a suspension or something, but we don't know exactly. I don't know exactly what happened to Julius. But he definitely didn't just leave on his own accord, unfortunately. They get the ball to the corner, swing it to the wing. They take a three. They miss it. They get the offensive board. They miss the layup. Garcia board. Garcia getting physical and drawing the foul. Love me some Anderson Garcia, the Dominican Rodman. Man, he just makes winning plays, doesn't he? All right. Keep it up. Good little run here. Let's stamp it in. Pick and roll, Phelps and Coleman. Phelps operating from the free throw line. Misses the midi. Everything that Phelps has going is at the rack. There's no shooting for Phelps right now. Phelps gambles, goes for the steal, and gives up the dunk. Phelps tried to get the steal off the drive, but the ball replaces Phelps, and they get the cut and a dunk. Totally agree, Barnes. Totally agree. Definitely a couple tournament teams here. Probably a couple of tournament winning teams here. Obaseki misses the layup. Coleman misses the follow-up, but he's fouled. Thanks for coming by, Barnes. You have a very talented team over there in Alabama. Barnes is our Bama fan in the chat. Coleman draws the foul, shooting 2. Practice tomorrow needs to be free throws. Needs to be 30% free throws, or else we'll be shooting 30% from free throw. Oh my goodness. No one eats till they hit 1,000 free throws in practice. 0 for 1 from free throw for Coleman. Coleman sinks the second. 7-point game. Farrell Payne into the game. We saw A&M target him in the paint, aggressively pursuing his touches, which is great. Great bench scoring threat for A&M. Got to the line a lot. You kind of felt Payne's presence there, forced the missed shot or the turnover, whatever it was. Phelps gets to the rack, but blocked. Free throws are a key stat for Barnes. We're missing a lot of them, man. And y'all are hitting some damn good threes. Yeah, the halftime deal was we got to make our free throws and force y'all off the line. It's hard to force y'all off the line when you're hitting your shots 5 feet off the line. Sears hit a couple deep NBA threes. Sears a special player, man. Senior leader. Yeah, I mean, the transfer portal has treated this team really, really well. Because you obviously lost Boots Radford. And he was your other trigger man. It was Wade and Boots, and now you have Phelps, but also Payne can be kind of your focal point offensively when you need it to be. So just huge grabs, and Wiltshire is too. And you retain the grittiness you already had. But I'd anticipate this team goes and targets Payne some more in this half, especially when they're down a big man, unfortunately getting injured the start of the second half. Back-to-back questions about Donovan. Look, here's the thing. Like, it's not like Noah, where Noah was like a mainstay on the team, a big piece of next year, and then he just goes. Donovan Green was buried. Donovan Green was recovering from an injury. Donovan Green probably needed a change of scenery. And I know it's a rival. I know it's a team we don't like. But if that was like the best, most enticing, high-profile offer he got and the best situation for him, I can't fully blame him doing it because LSU is a big program. They use the tight end really well. Sucks that it's a rival, but if he's looking out for himself and he had to make that choice, he had to make that choice. And I feel like his body of work as an Aggie, his leadership as an Aggie, I feel like he did everything right, and I can't just hate on the guy. So, decision respected. Although I'm not going to cheer for him when he's playing A&M at all. He has to look out for him, man. And he's in a very critical spot of his career, man. 2 years, no production, struggling coming off the ACL. Yeah. And it looks like LSU has an opportunity with Mason Taylor gone. How do y'all feel about Donovan going to LSU? I'd imagine not great. How do y'all feel about Donovan at LSU? Are you a UAB fan for basketball, Barnes? Are you a Bama for football, UAB for basketball? UAB is the worst 9-7 team in America, and it's driving me crazy. I don't like Bama basketball, but Oates has really brought that Bama bunch into national relevance. I like your guys' coach. Yeah, Oates is a great coach, and yeah, man, it's hard not to like Buzz. But are you a UAB fan? Do you live in Birmingham? That might be it. I gotcha. That makes sense, Barnes. Man, there's going to be a lot of SEC teams in the tourney this year. They all laid the groundwork with their non-con schedule. I mean, everyone has a great path now. Exactly, Spicy. Exactly. It was a business decision, but he's not in our jersey. And I think Donovan gets that because I saw some of his tweets. He understands that. Go Blazers, go Blazers. Worst 9-7 team, huh? Yeah, exactly. There was no clear path for him, right? He had to do what he had to do. All right, A&M ball baseline. Inbounded to Hef. Going to reset with Phelps. 15 on the shot clock. Going to feed Payne. There we go. Feeding Payne. That's a trigger man for the offense. Physical lay-in. Right hook over the left shoulder. Look at Payne, the big man. I love it, man. He can run your offense. You can run an offense through a big right now. You haven't had that, man. That's huge, especially when Wade's back. Just weapons, man. Good D, man. Good D. 5 on the shot clock. Sears going to get a shot up. Missed it. So whenever I see a jump stop into a 3, I don't feel like it's going in. When I see the 1-2 step into a 3, I get scared. Phelps misses the teardrop. Sears finds the man in the corner. Sinks the 3. They got us in transition again on the 3. That's 3 or 4 transition 3s they've hit against us. We got to get back and look for that, man. If I was recruiting nowadays, my main pitch would be snow bunnies. I think that's part of the pitch. Look at Payne with the spin move. Draw the foul. Man, Payne's got a bag in the post. Got freaking Tim Duncan out here. Shout out Tim Duncan. Shout out Tim Duncan. Look at these post moves from Payne, man. Appreciate this. Yeah, the snow bunnies are showcased. All right, Payne at the line. Short. Free throw misses. Continue to hound A&M. Payne should be expected to miss some, given that his average was in the 50s. All right, Barnes. Thanks for coming by, man. Payne's form is not bad. It's a little bit segmented. By that, I mean the flow, the connection from the lower base to the shot release at the top. There's a little bit of a pause in between it, but the overall form isn't terrible. It could be a little bit more flowy. It's a little robotic. Me saying it with my ass on the couch. Good D for A&M. Missed layup. They get the offensive board and get it in. They're doing what we do. They do that. Good cut on the drive. Carter fouled going to the line. Great pass. I said good cut on the drive. Good pass to the cutter. Missed free throws, man. If we lose this game, we're going to point to them. Missing so many free throws. Miss both, man. I'm telling you, that shit's contagious. It's like the COVID of basketball. They missed a 3. We don't get the board. They get the foul. They're going to the line. Damn, man. Free throws, free throws, free throws. Free throws are anything but free right now, man. All right, they're going to miss one too. Thank you. All right, they go 1 for 2. What was your score prediction, Troy? Mine's fully toast. I had them scoring 70. They're going to get to 90. I was thinking low-scoring game. Both teams play really good defense. That's going to be an offensive foul. You put out the chicken wing, no matter what happens, you put out that arm, even if it's light contact and he falls, you're going to get called. It's the visual of it, man. Damn, man. $67-72 Aggies. Yeah, it's done. Big block by Payne. They missed the corner 3. We get a board. We have a chance, man. I mean, we got to score, man. We got to hit our free throws. Yeah, it's acceptable to drop this game, but let's go down with the fight, SB Hustler. Foul on the floor by Bama. It's early, though. SB Hustler, who knows with this team, man? We got that scrap. We got that grit. We're going to stay the course. We were down 18 at this time last game. Better team, but at home. We're just going to keep feeding Payne and let him run. Payne misses it there. We try to tip it back out. And it pays off. Phelps comes up with it. Phelps recovers, gets the ball to Andy. Alley-oop to Payne. Too high. Opportunities, man. You got to take them. You're still in striking distance, but the second half has not gone well. Second half has not gone great. Yeah, if we drop this one, there's a good chance you're dropping 2 in a row, though, because you're going to Kentucky on Tuesday. Be nice to split them, but hey, you got the Oklahoma one, and if Wade Taylor's going to be out for a while, we'll take it, I guess. Keeps you afloat, makes you feel good. What's up, Ted? Watching the game, Ted? Ted, why can't we make free throws? Ted, go tell them to make their free throws. Go tell them, Ted. We're getting frustrated. But it's okay. It's okay. It's not our night, yet we're still within 10. And we're a freaky-ass team. Who knows? We can get freaky. What's up with Wade? What kind of injury? They haven't disclosed exactly what's keeping him out now, but most assume it's the same groin injury that's been bothering him. And for that kind of thing, you probably just want to let it fully heal before you try risking it. Obviously, you see him on the sideline. He's not debilitated. He's okay. He could play if this was like a championship level game. I would assume. But it's just a strained groin or a pulled groin, and you need to let that thing fully heal for it to not come back. We were shooting around 90% for the last month from the line. Well, now we're shooting around doo-doo from the line. No, we're like 55% right now. Which is, yeah, that's doo-doo. It's all right, man. We're allowed to drop this game, but you're within striking distance. Save him for an annual late season run. My guess, my gut feeling, is he'll be back within 2 weeks, but who knows? But yeah, man, save him as long as you can. It's just, yeah, it's weird because you've put in a lot of work in the non-con. You've made a good argument for the tournament already. You just can't collapse in conference play. You can lose games in conference play. You can lose quite a few games in conference play with how good the SEC is. But you got to win enough to stay afloat. And winning games like OU, stealing games like that will go a long way. That's a big deal. But you feel like the longer wait is out, it might start catching up with you. You hate dropping this game? Well, they're a good team, man. They're a really good team. We're down our best player. I hate dropping any game. Flagrant incoming. Are you predicting it or did you see it? Is this a spoiler? UCF versus Arizona. UCF, those bastards. Are we going to flagrant them? I don't want to see that because that sounds pretty sloppy. Sean Elliott, yes, sir. Arizona legend. San Antonio Spurs legend. Spurs game versus the Lakers today got postponed because of the wildfires in Los Angeles. That stuff looks brutal, man. All right. I'm looking for a flagrant. Y'all are about 30, 45 seconds ahead of me. Let's see it. Carter taken down, hit in the face. Choke-Labama? Let's go Choke-Labama. There we go. That's the word I'm looking for. Let's get a Choke-Labama going. I like the way you're talking, Troy. Big slap right at the head. I don't think it's a flagrant 2, but you could definitely argue flagrant 1 there, man. Reckless foul to the head neck area. Targeting! You hate Oates? What did Oates do to you, Ted? What did Oates do to you? I don't know enough about Nate Oates to hate him or love him. I just know he's a good coach. I don't even know if I've heard him speak more than twice. All right, so at worst we're shooting 2. Y'all probably already know what's happening. At worst we're shooting 2. At best we're shooting 4. And get the ball? It's going to be a flagrant 1, baby. So we shoot 4, right? Because a flagrant in college is 2 free throws. Yeah, on red 8. Red 8. I'm sorry. Red 8 standing by. I'm not pulling a Star Wars joke. Unless Red 7, friend of the channel, is in chat. I'm just here talking to myself. We're playing Soulja Boy in Reed Arena. Do the college students even know this song? College students, if you're in the chat, do you know the song Crank That by Soulja Boy? What's up, Lil Shy? He's one of those coaches that rubs you the wrong way. Yeah, I think it's groin. Let's just put the chick... Why the hell not? Dude, yeah, Farrell's working. Farrell's working, Cooper. So, do we get the ball as well? Is it just 2 free throws on the ball? I don't even know what's going to happen. Let's just watch. Why can't we hit our free throws, man? They're supposed to be free. I'm in high school. I grew up with Crank That. Nice. I just didn't know. Oh, the gun thing. That's a good point, Ted. That's a really good point. Nothing really happened to Brandon, whatever his name is. 2 in the ball. Okay, that makes sense. We go 1 for 2 and we get the ball. Ball off their foot. Posting up Payne, down 9. Payne getting close to the rack again. Steps through, hits the left-handed layup, man. Payne is good, man. Aggressive defense, like it. Gotta watch these threes. They get a quick 3 up and nail it, man. Yep. They just shot before the zone could recover. They just get the shot up before the zone defense can get back. Payne, I mean, Phelps, that's not a good pass. That's not a good entry pass. They get the and 1. Didn't Soulja Boy come to read once? Did he? That's insane. The entry pass from Phelps there was ill-advised. I'm reloading my stream. It froze. All right. We're down 15, man. Timeout. We were down 18 last game, came back, but that run started right now. And that was Phelps going sicko mode. Could be the beginning of the end, guys. I would suggest waiting one more commercial break before calling it, though. Didn't Theo Vaughn go to Reed recently? And how did that go? Or is he going? Man, it's a free throw game, man. What are we from free throw right now? We've missed 16 free throws. We're shooting 53% from the line. But at this point, it's beyond that. We're down 15. And they're only shooting 64% from the line. Can't lose your home games. I mean, it is a top 6 opponent. We don't have Wade Taylor. I don't think this is a typical home game. And we stole one this week. I don't think it's the typical brutal home game loss. I really don't. Just sucks to see like the free throws kind of take us out of the game. Again, it's beyond that now, but game feels a little bit different if you're hitting free throws. At Kentucky's going to be interesting without Wade. Maybe he'll come back. Shit, Ted, hit 4 of those. Hit 6 of those. Like, at least get to 60%, man. 52% on 34 tries. That's just a gift to the defense. It's like there's no punishment for them being overly aggressive right now. They can go all out and just hack us. I think one thing we're really missing is the passing of Wade Taylor, the creation of Wade Taylor. It's unfortunate. — 15 points, 10 minutes. Really tough to do. Yeah, man. It can feel better and come right back. That's why you have to be so past the injury when you come back. They could risk it, have him come back. He could feel good, and second half it flares up, and we're back to square one. So similar to a hammy, just let it fully heal. Don't take risks. You got a long season. You've gotten yourself a head start with the non-con. You've stolen a game with OU. We should be patient with it. We should be patient with Wade Taylor. He'll be back. He'll be back. Just, I mean, imagine your heart sinking if you see him, like, play this week and he comes up limping and he has to get out of the game and you're back. You're starting it over, starting the timeline over. It's just brutal. Yeah, our main offense is Payne posting up right now, but can't outpace them getting and ones, them scoring in transition, them hitting their threes. It's just too much to overcome with what's working for our offense right now. Hey, Kyle Field. I like that place. Let's go undefeated at home this year, huh? Let's defend Kyle Field this year. I want to go undefeated at Kyle Field this year and just let the chips fall where they may on the road. Oh, yeah, they're out rebounding us too, aren't they? Yeah, they're out rebounding us by 17 right now. We're getting way outboarded. Garcia finds Hef. Hef hits the and one. Good play, H. Good play. Good pass, Garcia. This is how it starts. You got to chip away. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Never been more appropriate. Young blood. Free throw. How is this happening, dude? How are we missing so many free throws? That free throw almost bounced in. They foul us. We're in the bonus. But what is it even worth if we're not making free throws? 19 of 37, I'm going to bed. Yeah, that'll put us to bed. Garcia makes the first one. Thank you, Andy. Thank you, Andy. They're cheating. Yeah, they're cheating. Misses the second one. Because what else are you going to do? You're not going to make them. Not today. It's been contagious. The whole team is sickened by it. We have caught the missed free throw bug. They kick it out to the cutter. He goes up for the layup. He goes to the line. Dude, this game is... Yeah, these guys are talking about how this game's going long. It's already been 2 hours and 15 minutes. Some of these games are done in 2 hours. We got 10 minutes to... 9.5 minutes to go. It's a different game if we're making a few more free throws, right? Like a totally different game. What up, Noble? You jumped in just for the beginning of the end. We can't hit a free throw to save our lives. We're like 17 of 36 or something like that from free throw right now. 19 of 37. Obaseki gets to the rack. Coleman comes down with the offensive board. We draw the foul, but what is that worth? Adrian, it's bad, man. The free throw situation is bad. We're going to shoot 2 here. Are we going to make these? We're going to make the free throws? We're going to make a free throw? I like it, Noble. You're right. You're right, Noble. I like the way you think. Oh my goodness, man. I have no idea what's going on. You just bring the energy. Oh my goodness, man. Good hezzy by Manny. Good board by Coleman. Coleman makes the layup. Good! Don't let it go to the free throw line. Just make it. 13-point deficit. 8.5 to go. Good verticality by Garcia. No, by Carter. You know what we'll be working on this week? Free throws. Anything good happened tonight? First half, I think the guards were playing pretty well, being aggressive, getting to the paint, giving up a lot of threes and missing free throws. And in the second half, offense has kind of gone down, and free throws have continued. And we're getting out-rebounded. Get inside, miss the layup, they get the rebound. Wow. The guard makes the layup high off the glass over the big. Phelps gets to the paint, misses the layup, fouled, going to the line. Are you going to make him? I'm getting worked up, but we know where this is feeling like a certain way. We have missed several layups, Adrian. It's a good point. Oh, man. And we come out of this commercial break, we're shooting free throws, you know? Yeah, Noble, give us your take on the game last night. Tell us what you saw, besides the Surrender Cobras. Enjoyable game. Fun to watch. Heartbreak at the end. Both semifinal games were really good to watch. I enjoyed them both. I watched last night's game in enemy territory. 8 UT grads around me. It was depressing in there, man. But again, credit to them. They made it to the semis. I can't talk too much. All the pressure's on Arch next year. If we just made our free throws. We need to stop calling them free throws. We should start calling them coin flip throws. We're going to make these coming out of the break. All right, Phelps at the line. Makes one. Gig 'em. Gig 'em Aggies. I mean, Adrian, yes, that happened. All right, he makes both. Woo! Woo! It's not too late. Incredible floater by this guard who's going crazy right now. Phelps gets his own miss. Resetting. Phelps calling the screen from H. Phelps has a lane. Goes up, misses the layup. Payne rebound. Payne makes it. Payne's good as hell. Just wait for me. They're moving the ball really well. Wow, we didn't get called for a foul there. Big stop. Got to stop. Let's move. Let's move. Let's move now. Phelps with the ball. Driving. Contested layup. Good. 11-point game. All right, I have to plead ignorance. What's a turkey? Is that a turnover? I know Buzz says turkeys all the time. What's a turkey? Someone tell my dumbass what a turkey is. Is it the thing we see on the baseline? Or is that a chicken? They get the layup. They missed the layup. We get the rebound. Okay. This is it. 3-point up by Phelps. 3-point in by Zurich Phelps. Babe, we can come back, babe. Babe, come on. Babe, come look. Okay, just keep doing what you're doing. All right. 3 defensive stops. Gotcha. 3 stops in a row. Thank you, guys. All right. Can we do the damn thing? This run, I would like to point out that it started with 2 made free throws on 1 free throw trip. Who would have thought? Come on. Yeah, y'all are right. 3 stops in a row. 12-team expansion playoff was made for 2 to 3 loss Big Ten SEC teams that tripped up in the regular season and got hot and can lean on their depth and talent. Yeah. It's weird, man, because the conferences are so uneven, yet they're all fighting for the same kind of landscape at the end. It's just a weird system. Anyway, come on. Come on. Yeah, I got you. Guys, this is it. This is the opportunity. It's no coincidence that Phelps hits 2 free throws and hits a 3. It locks you in when you make your free throws. Come on. Let's get a stop, man. Let's get a stop. Reed is rocking. Feed off Reed. Feed off Reed. Game's not over, Troy. Game's alive. We have not won. We also have not lost. Not yet. Let's go. All right, let's get a stop. Come on. It's loud in Reed. It's loud in Marcel Reed Arena. They're going to call a foul on us. Although it feels like the offensive player may have initiated that contact. They're going to say we didn't give him space. Side out for Alabama. Good D. Ball on the ground. Jump ball. Jump ball. Going to be Bama ball, but we got the next jump. We got the next jump ball. All right. We know. We know. Come on, baby. You have no basketball IQ whatsoever. Noble, Ohio State won the biggest moments in the game. They had the 2 biggest moments of the game. Pretty somewhat sloppy game for both. I can't see what's happening. My screen flow. Okay, he got the layup inside. All right, keep scoring. Zurich swings it to the corner. H for 3, misses it. They swarm Sears, force the turnover. Coleman throws it off the guy's heel. All right. I believe that we will win. My stream is now freezing. Damn it. Why is my stream freezing right now? All right. We just gave them 2 points. My stream froze. I don't know how it happened. Phelps with a midi. Hits it. They airball a 3. We get the board. Phelps is running. Follow slam by H. Oh my goodness. They're going to get to the line. Out of control, just flailing into the basket. But he gets the free throws. What a putback by H. What a putback dunk. Oh! No team is shooting free throws well. It's that contagious. It is that contagious. Noble's putting basketball in football terms for us, speaking a language that Noble's very familiar with, fading the language that he's not so familiar with. Run the damn ball. All right, he goes 1 for 2. Let's move. We move. Zurich operating. Almost turned it over. Good tip by Sears. I'm here to hang out and learn with the boys. I know a little bit about basketball. I'm a diehard Spurs fan. I'm almost as big a Spurs fan as I am an A&M fan because I grew up with Tim Duncan. H with the scoop layup, foul, going to the line. Can we make him? Can we make him? Please, H. I know it's been bad tonight, but now's the time. I know everything in your body is probably telling you to miss this, but it's time. It's time. Makes the first one. Dirk made sure I was a Mavs fan. That's a good reason. Dirk was great. I hate Dirk. Dude, I know. If Castle wins Rookie of the Year, future feels really good. All right, H goes 2 for 2. 7-point game. It's a touchdown game. Go Jazz. I respect it. We get the steal. Coleman goes up and misses the layup. Coleman gets the rebound. Goes up for the dunk. Babe. Are you guys seeing this? Play defense, please. Get on him. Get on him. Sears hits the corner. They miss it. Foul on them. Our ball. Shoot free throws. Let's go, Aggies. Come on, baby. Come on. Come on. We're doing it. Oh, my goodness. We're in the game. Don't call it a comeback. This is just Aggie basketball. This is just what it is. There ain't no quitting these boys. There ain't no quit. None. Babe, if you could see what I'm seeing right here, babe. If you could see these Aggies right here, babe. The way you're decorating our staircase would be unbelievable. If you could see what I'm seeing, babe. Definitely not a made-up girl. Definitely not fake. Okay, it's my mom. Come on, baby. Come on. Randy Bond can't miss. Yes, what Noah said. What Noah said. Just make your free throws. Please. Chris Webber was so good. Did he blow his knee out? Is that what happened? Tim Duncan was lucky. He had a bad knee deal. He couldn't straighten his knee. So he had a knee brace that wouldn't let his knee fully straighten out. So he always had a slightly bent knee for like the last 8 years of his career. Lucky run for A&M. Look, if we do this all the time, it ain't luck. We do this all the time. This is just what we do. We have them right where we want them. Literally how we play. Like, we want you to be up 10 with 10 minutes to go or 15 or whatever it was. That's what we want, like, realistically. And maybe we don't win the game, but we make it exciting and crazy. Get the heck out of here. We're hitting our free throws. You're lucky we missed our free throws. It's a rock fight. We're fighting with rocks. Alabama should be by 15. A&M should be winning if they hit their damn free throws. What are you talking about? A&M should be winning the damn game. What the hell is that? Get a load of this guy. Listen to this guy. You were there, Troy? I was there too. In 2003, Game 2 versus Mavs, who's going up for a layup and got fouled, landed his knee wrong, blew it out. That's brutal. The chickens are good luck. They are good luck. To be fair, both teams are missing free throws, but we've missed worse than they have. My hands are sweating. We're doing the thing again. I don't know if we win this game, but damn it if it's not exciting and fun. I'm just happy to be here, man. A&M beats Duke by at least 20 points. Come on. At least 20. You're just talking. A&M would be beating Duke by 20 right now. Duke doesn't have the passion. That's why Elko came to us. Oh, you're asking me if it was in the Alamo Dome. Yeah, it was in the Alamo Dome. They had the top kind of closed off, so it looked really full. It was like a 20,000 person turnout. Pretty good. A lot of people there. We take that W just like we took your head coach. Oh, it's a fun game, man. It's fun. I love watching this team. I don't know if we win this game, but just to be back in it once again just shows the grit of this team. You're down your best player, and you can do this on demand, basically. What's the score? Please make free throws. Payne knocks down the first one. Thor, what's up? Come up here. Yeah, let's go, Thor. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. What do you have? What the hell was that? Was that a sock? No, it's a squeaker. Payne knocks them both down. Defense. Defense. Play good, D. Sears is dangerous. The man is lethal. Good pump fake. I don't know why he didn't go up. Verticality! Verticality. And Noble, we just need a field goal to try. And damn it if I trust Larry Bond. Randy Bond. James Bond. Don't matter. Aggies make the field goal. I said Larry Bond. Mix Larry Bird and Randall Bond. Come on, Randall. Miss it. He missed it! Come on, baby! Missed the second one. Are we getting free fuego if he misses? All right, he goes 1 for 2. We'll take it. Keep scoring, man. Get Payne involved. Get Payne involved in the game. Zurich pulls up and misses. That was an early shot in the shot clock. I didn't like it. But I know Zurich feels like he can make that. Good D by H. Good D by Garcia. They're going to reset to Sears. Garcia on Sears. Mismatch. He kicks it back out. I don't know why that guy didn't shoot the three. Sears gets an open look. Sears misses it. We got to get these boards. They reset. Sears gets the open three. Misses it. And they get the offensive board. And he shoots it again. And he makes that one. You give him 3 tries, he's going to make the third one. There's no question about it. You got to get the board. You give him 3 tries, he's going to make them all. Or make the last one. Good layup by Zurich. Good layup by Zurich. Big block by Garcia, but they call the foul. Better than a dunk. Make him earn it. Better than a dunk. Yeah. Feels like it's crumbling, but damn, what an effort, man. What an effort. Can't be mad about that. You can't be mad at the effort, man. They don't give up. They're looking at it for a flagrant? Wow. I don't see it on this one. The one that they called earlier, the first contact was with the face. It was basketball first. The arm kind of... It did contact the head coming down. They could call it. Yeah. The commentator said it was similar to the first one. I disagree with that. The first one was... First contact was with the head. And it wasn't intentional, but he swung and hit the head. This one, the arm brushes the head coming down. And it wasn't just straight up contact. It was partial contact, not direct. But they shoot 2. They're going to take a commanding lead. That was very much targeting, right? Review the targeting. Misses the first. Misses the second. 5-point game. Phelps brings it up. Phelps feeds Garcia. Garcia to Zurich. Zurich shoots the 3. Zurich misses it. Foul on the floor on Alabama. They pushed H while he was in the air. Gonna shoot. Come on, H. Hefner makes the first. Noble, let's make this last an hour and 37 minutes. Help us, Randy Bond. Hef makes both. Come on, D. Come on, defense. Good recovery on defense. Sears resets. Good D by Carter. Desperation shot. No good. Shot clock violation. We have a chance. We have a chance. Just put Randy Bond in right now. Field goal game. I would just like to say if we shoot 60% from the line, we're winning the game. Actually, we might be at 60% by now. Make a couple more. A couple, 3, 4, 5 more. Come on, baby. Let's get it. Dude, A&M has so much heart. It's insane. I don't know how far that gets us, but it's good to watch. On the year, we're 76%. I can live with that, but we're not that tonight. All right, they added a couple seconds back on. 50.8 to go in the game. A&M down 3 with the ball. Oh, Zurich got the ball bobbled, but he recovers it. Timeout. Buzz. Buzz has the timeout. Buzz uses the timeout. When Wade comes back, we're a problem. I know. I like the timeout. Big possession. We're a problem now. The basketball, baseball natty will feed families. Oh, yeah, it's written in the stars. It's happening. I'm just chalking it up. I'm already investing that money. All right, Buzz, what do you got? What's the draw up? All right, come on. All right, let's inbound the ball first and foremost. No sloppiness. H gets a good look. H misses it. Damn, that was a good-ass look. And we foul him right away. Big man gets the board. Send the big man to the line. Good look. Couldn't have asked for a better outcome out of that timeout, or a better try out of that timeout. Good job fouling the big man right away. Don't let the ball get to Sears' hand or a guard's hand. Makes the first one. Shooting the second. Misses the second. Rebound goes off of Phelps' hands. They get it. We have to foul him. That was in and out of Phelps' hands. Well, now it's going to be a tough battle. That might have been it. It was in his hands, man. Makes the first, down 5. Too bad, man. Great effort to come back. Great effort. Wish you would have won it. Outside of missing free throws, you can't really be mad about the effort without Wade Taylor. Phelps blocked, offensive board by Payne. Payne goes up and makes it. Payne's a good player, man. You got to foul. You just have to foul. Zurich's out. Yeah, Noble, why are we paying them? And why are we handpicking College Station-based refs if they're going to call the game like this? Noble, we need to up the ante. We need to increase the funds. Great comeback, great effort. We have Wade Taylor, we win this game. Strength of schedule still in our favor. It's in all of the SEC's favor. Good game. Yeah, I mean, we missed free throws. Outside of missing free throws and getting out rebounded, really appreciate the effort again. SEC bias is undefeated and is alive and well. Will I be live next game? TBD. It's Tuesday, right? At Kentucky. There's a good chance I am. There's a good chance I am. I'll go live next game if all of y'all promise to be here. If y'all can be here Tuesday night, I'll go live for it. I pivoted my $1 million NIL dollar donation from players to the refs union. I'm going to have to sell more shares of protein powder. You got to sell on that whey protein. Invest in ref. Payne with the and one. Knock it down. Knock it down. If I can make it on a Saturday, I'll make it on a Tuesday. I mean, we win this game if we make a couple of free throws. We win this game with Wade Taylor. We win this game with better refs. There's just so many ways we could have won this game. We lost this game at the free throw line. Simply put, Noah. Very simply put. Terrible reffing tonight against A&M, but we're used to it. Even though they were handpicked. Payne misses. They get the board. We got a foul. They're going to shoot free throws. It ain't over, though. Long season ahead. GG, though, Bama. They're a good team. You're shooting 50% tonight, Adrian. We almost pulled this out. Despite getting no ref help all night, despite missing free throws. Sear's a good player. Free throws this year have been pretty good. These refs should be fined for accepting our payment and then being on Bama's side. Missed the three-pointer. Out of bounds. Bama wins. Good game, man. Really good game. You can't be too mad about the effort at the end. Almost won it. Had a chance to win it. Free throws lost the game. Let's just put it simply. Free throws lost the game for us. But a lot to like. A lot to build off of going forward. Another tough game at Kentucky on Tuesday. Can you pull it off? Can you make something happen? Where's Wade Taylor at? I don't know. I don't know. But a damn good effort. It's a fun team, man. It's a fun team. Phelps and Payne add so much to this team. Heth added a lot. Yeah, man. A little bit too sloppy at times, but we move on. Don't really lose anything by losing this game. We'll be back. All right, guys. You'll have a great night. Thanks for being here. I'll see you guys Tuesday night. Gig 'em.